Hello scrappers and planet lovers, Tin Man here with another video. So I had a viewer ask me several questions about control panels on large appliances. What are they made of? What kind of goodies are inside of them? Are they worth taking off and separating the materials? So I'm going to answer those questions in this video. I actually have right here behind me 5 different control panel boxes from large appliances. I have 2 dishwashers, a washing machine, a dryer, as well as an oven. And gonna look at these items, talk about the different materials they're made of, if they are worth separating the materials, and more importantly, how to identify the material, separate it properly, and maximize your profit, and divert as much of these away from the landfill as possible. So, gonna start by saying control panel boxes are an excellent item. Even if you only have a small vehicle, you will find tons of large appliances like these on garbage day. And even if you cannot fit the entire appliance into your car, you do want to make sure you try and get off the control panel. They are loaded with goodies, as well as getting the wire. And I do have separate videos for all of these entitled Small Vehicle versus Big Electronic or Appliance 3-Minute Challenge. And I will include the video links to those in my description. As well, I do also have full breakdowns of all of these appliances in separate videos, and I will also include the links to those. Wonderful items for sure, and as mentioned, commonly found. I find actually all 4 of these I've found in the last 2 weeks, so that has been great that I have a truck. I've been able to take the whole thing, but no matter if you don't, control panels are great. And first thing I do want to look at is what are they made of? This one right here, this is a dishwashing machine faceplate. This is actually plastic. Unfortunately, no value here in southwestern Ontario for the plastic. Although there are some of my viewers that say that, especially out east, they do get money for the plastic at scrapyards. There is a type of scrapping recycling program, and they will get paid per poundage, per weight, so that's excellent. Inside of this though, even though there is plastic, there are a few control boxes that I do want to take out. This one here, gonna look at this, put a magnet to it. This is metallic looking. It is, as you can see, magnetic. And this is actually what we classify as magnetic stainless steel. This is actually going for right now about 17 cents a pound in London, Ontario, compared to magnetic tin or shred, as we call it, which is going for about 10 cents a pound. And a lot of your appliances do have this nice stainless steel look, and it does depend on if you want to take this and put it into your magnetic stainless steel or just in with your tin. If I just had this face plate and the cover of a door, for example, and the rest of my truck was filled with tin, I may not take the time to go to a different pile in the scrapyard just for an extra couple cents. But if I did have a full load of this magnetic stainless steel, 7 cents more a pound, definitely worth it. This one here, I am going to show this just for the sake of this video. This is actually an example of non-magnetic stainless steel. So this is the inside panel of a dishwasher. Some of your dishwashers, the outer cover will be magnetic, but the inner panel, as you can see, does not stick. This is an example of good stainless steel, so non-magnetic stainless steel. This is actually going to go for about 77 cents a pound. I do have to remove the plastic here as well as this little filter. But again, great item, and I for sure am going to separate this for 77 cents a pound. So you will find these as well, and very easy to do. Just running a magnet to it. It doesn't stick, so non-magnetic stainless steel. A lot of barbecues as well. I have also included different barbecues, have the same idea. Some are non-magnetic stainless steel, some are magnetic, and I will also include that link in my description, how to tell the difference. This last one here I want to look at, the stove here is magnetic, but this one, notice, put a magnet to this one. This is off of a dryer, and this actually is aluminum. There are some that are aluminum, and you can see there is a magnetic plate there, but this magnet is only going to stick a little bit to that plate. The rest of this is non-magnetic, and very easy to do. Just going to pull it off. It is secured. Look at that. So this is going to be a piece of clean aluminum. This right here is going for about 50 cents a pound. So you will find a lot of panels on washers and dryers, as well as some dishwashers that have a nice aluminum plate on it as well. And as I said, aluminum, non-magnetic. So if you come across any type of metallic look and it is non-magnetic, it's either going to be aluminum or stainless steel. And the best way to tell which it is the spark test. If I was to put a magnet to these, or sorry, a grinder to these, and it sparked, it is going to be stainless steel. Aluminum, when hit with a grinder, it does not spark. So if I hit this with a grinder, it is not going to spark. I know it's aluminum. This one is going to spark because, as I said, stainless steel does produce spark. So the spark test from a grinder is the most conclusive test to tell the difference. So again, some really nice aluminum on here, a little bit of tin. And the last thing I want to look at here is my control box in the inside. Look at these wonderful pieces here. There's a lot of tin on here, and I don't have to actually take this piece of glass off, but the inside of this, look at these beautiful boxes here. I have actually sold some of these online. I've actually also used some of them online, especially some of the dials. One of my dials broke on my washing machine. I was able to find one from a different one, put it on, and that actually saved me 15 to 20 bucks because I would have had to get a new one, and they're not cheap. So it's nice that I can reuse parts. As well, inside of these, some of these parts do go for a lot of money online. I cannot test them actually. I don't have one of those amps. But they are a great source of scrap copper and brass. Look at this beautiful machine here, or apparatus. Nice little copper motor on this. Some really nice boxes here as well as a lot of nice wire. There's going to be wire running all through this. And this wire is actually going to be classified as 60% appliance wire. There's only one coating of plastic on all of this. And this right now going for $2.45 a pound in London, Ontario. Then I did want to show this one here. This one actually still has right on it here the whole cord that goes with it. There's my control box. And here is the beautiful cord that goes with it. This cord is also going to be, if I open this, I just have to get a pair of side cutters to see what this is going to be. So I want to get all the way to the top. There is a couple pieces of plastic here, but inside of this, you can see this is actually going to be 40% appliance wire as is, because inside there is one strand of coated copper, the green one there right in the middle. The outer two are going to be your 60%. So this actually, as is, would be classified right now as 40%, and this is going for $1.45 a pound. But one hack that I do like to use, and it only happens when it comes with these wires, is if I cut between these two, which I'm gonna do here right now, just gonna cut right in the middle. So I just separated them. So watch this little upgrade hack, if you will. So now I have 3 strands. There's the green one. There is the outside one. And if I just pull this down, look at that. There's one. Now the green one comes out. Now this green one's just been upgraded as well. This one, once I actually get the side of that, I'm gonna cut all the way down that as well. Separate it. This is actually also gonna be classified, now that I've pulled this off, there it is coming off right there. This, because it only has one coating of plastic, all 3 of these strands now are going to be upgraded to my 60% appliance wire. And because these are 60% appliance wire, I also have to take off the plug end here. So I'm going to cut this off. If I was leaving this plug in on, I am going to get the downgraded again to 40%. And that's okay. Upgrading these now, I am going to take the plug ends off of here. I'm going to get my brass price, which is about $3.05 a pound for brass. And I have also included a video in my description, a link to that for plugs, ends. Very well worth separating them, getting that brass. It will add up and definitely going to be more money than getting 19 cents a pound for this dirty brass plug end. So check that video out as well. Like I said, very easy to take this brass out and upgrade your value. And again, great way to upgrade this cord. So that's great there. So last thing I do want to do, I'm just going to focus actually on this one box here. I'm going to pull it out. I just want to open it up to show you, you know, the great item in here. Okay, and there it is. So there's my box. Lots of brass. As I said, all of these are going to have brass. But I just want to cut some of the wire off for you just to show you. But I'm going to open this up actually. And I will clean up all this wire later. But look at all these beautiful brass plug ends. And even these, I will actually cut these off. I will throw all of this brass. I'm just going to cut right down the side where that meets. There it is. Going to get brass, yellow brass price for this. And the rest of this going to throw right into my 60% appliance wire. So both great items, but I do want to look at this. Just going to quickly break it open with a hammer. There are 2 screws on it, but you can see just some beautiful yellow brass there. Sometimes there is copper as well on there. You can see a little bit of copper right there. But just going to take a screwdriver, open this up. This faceplate here is going to be tin. So again, I'm going to throw the tin right into my pile. I've got a nice truckload ready to go, so the 10 cents a pound for this. Okay, I do also want to make sure that I'm going to put some safety glasses on, but look at that inside of that. There's some beautiful copper. And what also is great about these is, look at those little buttons on there. That is actually silver. These are silver contacts or relay boxes. So that is a small bit of silver. I'm going to cut that little piece off, put it into a little vial that I have. The rest of this is going to be number 1 copper, going right now for $4.42 a pound in London, Ontario. And there is tons of it in here that you can see. Just going to start pulling it out with a pair of my side cutters. But I do want to put safety glasses on as well, just in case. I didn't even have to hit this with a hammer, you can see there. But look at that, just comes out, beautiful copper. This one has 1 and 2, so 2 silver dots on that one. I've got here a little bit of brass, there's another silver. So this is all loaded with silver and brass, so that is great to be able to start clicking through that. I am gonna have to use a hammer and smash out those little pieces of brass. And this is another topic I wanted to answer. Those little pieces that have that copper on it, someone has asked me, would I put that into brass or copper? The rule is when you are separating both of them, you can have copper on brass, but not brass on copper. So if there is a mixture, it's going to go into the brass pile because brass is worth less, and the scrapyard will look at the lower value. They're out to get a profit as well. So that is what you're gonna have to do. So if you were gonna try to put that into your copper pile, make sure there is no brass on it. If there is a little bit of copper left, throw it right into your brass. You're still going to get your $3.05 a pound. Okay, so there's one control panel that I have here. Got a couple really nice white ones here. Just going to actually take this one off to show you one more. Why not? Okay, actually I'll take this one off to show you just another box that we have. It's got a little screw on it. Where's the screw connector? So I gotta unscrew it. I think just gonna hit this off with a hammer. So there we go. Falls off. So there we go. Here another control dial loaded with brass again. And just to open this, there is some tin. Just gonna hit that with a hammer to show you. Okay, so there again. Oh boy. Look at that. Another box loaded with copper and brass, and it too is going to have silver in there as well. So yes, these control panels, great item for sure. Even the plastic ones that you see here, I have one right here. It did come with a smaller circuit board. These boxes here are relay boxes. This whole circuit board, I can, once removing the relay boxes like here that have the little spool of copper in it, as well as the small little silver dot. I'm trying to see if I have one, but these will give me silver as well. There is a little bit of brass prongs on here that I can remove, but the rest of this, once those goodies are removed, this is gonna give me e-waste price, so 5 cents a pound. I will just break one of these off for you, show you this. I often remove these. And I do like taking these. Lots of your circuit boards have tons of these on there. There's different types. Free silver, free copper. So just removing this. And the nice thing is I've actually destroyed it a little bit so that I can actually pick it up and show you. So there is my little spool of copper. There is right here, if I turn this, my little relay box that has a little bit of silver on it. And the silver is not that entire circle there. It's the little speck on top of that. There is a little bit of magnetic attraction, so this is going to go into tin after I pull this copper off. But again, relay boxes, if they work, you can resell them. Here is the other two pieces that I did not pull off. Right here, the little prongs that connect. You can see that those prongs are brass with a little silver dot on it. So again, yellow brass with silver. The rest of these going to take off, remove. And unfortunately, with this, the only thing that is going to be garbage now is this little bit of plastic. But I do want to remove this little circuit board in here that I have. Last one. Again, all educational purposes. Now I got to try and find my screwdriver pry bar, if you will. Another reason I've already removed the screws and putting safety glasses on, because I'm just going to pick this up, pull it off. There we go. Get underneath it. Okay, but there too is a circuit board that I have. A small one. This is going to just be low-grade circuit board, but it is worth 5 cents a pound. Any type of your click buttons, they do have a small, tiny rectangle of silver, but very, very tiny. I won't even touch those. I'll just put them right into my e-waste pile. Very, very small and kind of hard to take off because you have to crimp the top. But those are any type of your little, when you push them, the little click buttons. Again, still going to get some money for this. Reduce the amount of recycling products and scrap products as I can. Unfortunately, as mentioned, I don't have a recycle program here that will take this plastic, so this is going to have to go in the landfill. But the rest of these are great options. Like I said, the stove is 100% going to be tin. Don't have to remove the glass off that panel. This one, once I remove the aluminum, I am just going to leave this right on the plastic, and then I'll bring it right in as tin shred. But I do want to make sure I get my boxes off. Want to make sure I get my wire off, and lots of great items in here. So you do want to check your faceplates. Make sure that they are either aluminum, could be plastic, tin, or magnetic stainless steel. Grinder test does produce a spark test to differentiate between aluminum and good stainless steel, or just stainless steel. Lots of brass, silver, copper inside, as well as wire. Great items to get even if you have a small vehicle, and given the amount of large appliances you can find, it will definitely add up, as well as your great on ovens. I love ovens because of the great big thick power cord, but all of these will also have a power cord, as well as some other goodies. So go check out those full video breakdowns. Excellent items for sure. Hopefully that answered the question for you. These as well, great items. You want to make sure that you can open them up, get those materials out, divert them from the landfill, but more importantly for a scrapper, also to maximize their profit. So hope you enjoyed that. Please comment down below, like, share, subscribe. I know I have had a couple comments about my mustache. It is Movember, so happy Movember. It is also Remembrance Day time right about now, so I do want to make sure a big shout out and thank you to all of our veterans serving and past, lest we forget my grandfather and all my family and all my relatives who grew up during the war and have helped serve in one way or form. Thank you again for all of your service. Thanks for watching, guys. Please, again, comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Tin Man out.